Hey there, this is Vanessa DeBurle, and today I'm going to show you how to set your YouTube video up for success. Without trying to be redundant, YouTube is a search engine just like Google is. When you're trying to look for something, people go Google it, they look in YouTube and they ask questions, and then your video pops up or an ad pops up or a blog or something like that. And you need to set up your YouTube channel or your YouTube video so that it can be found when that search is being placed. I'm going to show you 8 different ways that you can put search engine optimization into your video to help it get found, help it get searched on the platform. Be sure to check out my channel where I talk about turning your passion into profit. And a lot of people say, well, I want to start a YouTube channel, but I just want to share my passion. I don't care if a lot of people find it. Well, you can make money from YouTube off of almost, I'm not saying all, but almost any knowledge that you have or passion. And there are ways to find out if it is profitable. And I do have a new course below. Go ahead and hit that link and it'll help you kind of dig in and find out, is one of your ideas actually profitable? But for today's sake, we're going to stick with creating a profitable video, one that's going to be found, one that a lot of people want to view. And that's kind of how money is made. I've got a video up there where I show you how to monetize your channel. If you haven't really understand that, go ahead and watch that and it'll explain to you how people make money from YouTube. Now, again, one of the most important things that I think any YouTuber can do is more important than even the quality of your video, in my opinion, is making sure you use specific search engine techniques and make sure it can be found. Let's get started. We're going to start with number 1. The first thing I want to emphasize to you is that when you get ready to make a video, you need to make sure you come up with that keyword that you want other people to find you with. For instance, let's say you're doing a video on how to play the guitar. Well, obviously you want the word guitar as one of your keywords. That's what you want people to be looking for. You may even stretch it out a little bit, how to play the guitar for beginners, and that would make it a long tail keyword. And everywhere that you can think of, that's what you're focusing on. You want to keep repeating yourself, saying that within reason. You don't want to just pile it in there, but that's how the algorithm finds you and knows what your video is about. YouTube has no way of knowing what's in that video. As far as I know, they don't have people sitting there listening to them. And I don't know if there's anything, any artificial intelligence out there that can pick up on what you're saying. It may be there, but as far as I know, it's not. So it's up to you to tell YouTube what your video is about. Think of it that way. Now, before you come up with that keyword, kind of do a flip. What would you be asking? What kind of question would you ask if you were going to search for the topic? And that might be it. How to play the guitar for beginners. I'm a beginner. I don't know how to play. How do I do it? And so that would be a good keyword. Now I'm going to give you 2 examples of how this is used in the title. The title is the number 1 place that you want to make sure you put that keyword. Here's one example here. How to add a timestamp. So I did a whole video about a timestamp, how to make it. And this video, that word timestamp is my keyword. So you can tell in my description or in my title, I have that there. So if somebody's looking for that, now in that case, they need to know what a timestamp is or know that vocabulary. I could even bring it down a little bit. Maybe I could say something like how to be found on YouTube and then include that timestamp. But in this particular video, I was trying to make a video for people who knew what it was and they wanted to know how to make it. So I was pretty clear about that. Here's another one. I did a video on what are badges on Parler. Parler was that social media platform that was really hot there for a while. And I don't even know if it's still around. But at the time, they had badges on it and things like that. And a lot of people were asking, what are those verification badges? So Parler was actually my keyword, and I was expanding on that with the badges. But there it is in my title. If somebody looked at that, they can see exactly what they're looking for. No clickbait, any of it. Just be specific about what is in your video because people don't have time to have to try to figure things out. Number 2, have those keywords in your description. Now, when you upload a video, that's when you're putting your description and all these things in. Look above, one of those sides, right? Look up there, and I have a video about how to upload a video, and it goes through step by step how to put the description and all these things in. If you don't know how, there's a video up there. Now, in the meantime, let's look down here at the description. This is what you see when you open up a video. The description is right below, and you want to make sure you put a good description in there. Now, on this one, I did not put a very long one, but the more you put in there, the more you can say, the better. So that might not have been a good example. Here's another one, the one about the timestamp. I have the word timestamp in there several times. Here's another example from somebody else. This is Final Cut Pro tutorial from Catherine Manning. Here's her description. So, basically look around at what other people are doing. A lot of times, a couple little short paragraphs are good. I know some people will tell you, write a book. It's up to you. I don't know. I feel like if you write a book or you write 3 or 4 paragraphs and keep saying that word over, then you're going to get redundant and say it too much. And I think then YouTube will pick up on that too. So be careful. You want it to look realistic. I need to use these words to make the description about my video. The third way you make your video searchable is to add tags. Now, lately I've been seeing a lot of videos that are saying these tags don't matter. I still put them in there because hopefully they do matter. If they don't, you're not hurting anything. But when you go to upload your video, you're going to be asked when you go in and you're going to be asked to put some tags in. So here you go, way down here. These are some tags that I use for this video. I tend to prefer long tail tags or keywords because I am a small channel and I can't compete. If I just put the word SEO in, I'm competing with people that have been around for a very long time and they've already have that SEO. YouTube already recognizes them as the channel to go to with that keyword. So I try to expand my keywords or my tags and have like questions, things that people would be searching for. I always make my first tag, how to add a timestamp to your YouTube video. That is the title. And I always put that as my first one. I always put my name and then I will put some other things in there. And I try to ask myself, what are things people are going to ask? This is a way you can ask more questions. And you can see the tags that have been picked up. They've got some analytics next to them. Now, number 4, another thing that you can do is create a transcript of your video. There are people who are hard of hearing and they cannot hear your video, but they want to search for things as well. So some people will put closed captioning on their video, but if you have something where you're talking a lot, consider making a transcript and then that person can open up the transcript and read it. You've gotten those videos yourself. When they say, hey, do you want to make $1 million or buy how would you like to buy the stock? My best stock options. I get caught on those all the time. And then they start showing this god awful video that never seems to end. I love it when they say, hit this button and read the transcript. I would rather read when something gets lengthy like that than to have to sit there and go through it. So make sure you make a transcript and add it. Now, YouTube has a button where you can go use their transcript, but I don't recommend it because it's still in the making of being perfected. I use a program called Temi.com. I have it below, but you just go there and I don't think it costs more than a couple bucks each time that you have a transcript. Now, the neat thing about doing that, if in the future you make a blog on your video, you've got that transcript already there. So make sure you have a good filing system and keep it. But transcripts will help you be found, I promise. Now, one thing that a lot of people do not think about, number 5, is the file name. See over here to the right, it says file name. Before you schedule or before you post your video, you have the ability to change this. Now, some people, their file name is the name of the video that they put on it. Then they, like I use Camtasia, and I will name my video something that makes it easy for me to find it again. So if I'm doing a vlog, I'll put vlog in front of it, dash, and then describe it. Not the words that I'm going to use when I post it, if that makes sense. Well, that's what pops up. Well, you can go in and retype that to match your title. It's just one more way that YouTube can find you within that keyword that you're trying to be searched for. It's just one other way that you can be found. All right, number 6, you hear about this all the time, is your thumbnail. Now, why would that be important? The thumbnail is important is because when people are searching for you, let's go in now. We're going to do a search. I'm going to type in how to start playing the guitar, like I had said earlier. I like to go into YouTube to do my search, so I'm going to go into YouTube and I'm going to say how to play the guitar for beginners. Now you're going to see all of those different videos pop up. You've done it yourself. You've done searches. There's some ads at the top, But now I'm going to look at these. Which one am I going to choose? Well, now our visual pops in. Some people maybe don't choose a video based on that thumbnail. Most people do. They're visual. They're going to look at guitar lesson, absolute beginner. All of these are for beginners. Which one am I going to choose? Now, if you notice something, this is my tip for you as far as the thumbnail. Make sure the thumbnail represents what your video is about. So this person here doesn't have any words, but they have a guitar there. And I know that they're teaching me how to play the guitar. Now, if they had a violin or a piano or something, I might go, well, I might bypass it. So that actually is a very good thumbnail. Up here, learn guitar in 10 days. So this person's saying, I can help you learn it in 10 days. This girl here is saying, I can teach you one song in minutes. So what are you looking for? Do you want to hurry up and learn a song? Do you want to hurry up and learn the guitar in 10 days? So this is really important. And my advice, just make sure the thumbnail represents what your video is about. So here's a couple of my examples back here. This one is about timestamps, and it says timestamps, and I have the YouTube symbol on there. You don't even have to read the title. You can see that it has something to do with YouTube, something to do with timestamps. Here's another one. Final Cut Pro tutorial. She's going to give you a tutorial on Final Cut Pro. I don't even have to look at the title. I know that that's what the video is about. So it's another way that you can be found, and it's going to help you. It's going to help people who are looking for those topics are going to click it based on your thumbnail. Now, one more that I have is the timestamp. You've seen my video where I talked about that a couple times, but this is something I've just started doing lately. And I watched some videos about the importance of it. I've got a video above to show you how to do it, but think about it. Sometimes when you go to search, you might have something pop up where the timestamp, a video will pop up and it'll say, oh, this video answers your question, but it answers it around 3 minutes and 20 seconds. That's a timestamp. Notice here, I have this all laid out. I go through my video and I literally put down keywords about that part of the video. So it's just that many more opportunities that I have that I can be found. So here it is, already posted, and you can see these timestamps are here. But let's say somebody's looking for adding an intro to the timestamp. Maybe they already know what a timestamp is, but they just want to know about the intro part. When they Google that, my video might pop up right here at 3 minutes and 10 seconds where they can get that question answered. So it's pretty cool. So not everybody wants to watch the whole video. I know a lot of other YouTubers, I've seen their videos where they say, well, they're not going to do that because they want people to watch the whole video. I don't know about you. If you're still here, thank you, because I know I've been going on for a while, but I want my question answered and then I'm going. So that's how I am, and that's how I assume you would be too. So that is the advantage of the timestamp. It's going to help you be searched, but it breaks it down in smaller segments and it gives you more opportunity to be found. Number 8, we're almost done, and thank you for sticking with me because these are really important things that you need to put into your video. But the last one is closed captioning. I talked about that a little bit before. I don't use it a lot. I do use all 7 of the other things, but closed captioning, I know I have been caught up in watching a video because I can see the words at the bottom. Sometimes I'm in a situation where I can't listen. Maybe I'm in a meeting or something, or you're in a situation where you can't have the audio on. So you can just sit there and read the closed captioning and still enjoy the video. So closed captioning, if you want to add it to your video, you want to go on the left-hand side, scroll down here where it says subtitles, and then you can add it there. This video isn't about how to add them, but that is another way that you can help your SEO, because YouTube and Google can pick up on the words. They can't pick up on the audio. I hope this was helpful. Give me a like, give me a comment, let me know what you think, and I will see you on the next video.